I didn't know what to make of her. Everything I did was wrong. I remember I got home from work one night. She wasn't home. She didn't get home till about 9 o'clock. Where you been, Edie? I've been half crazy worrying about you.
I was out looking for a job.
A job? Doc said you can't go out for another 2 months.
Somebody's got to bring some money into the house. You can't.
Now, listen, honey.
I've been listening a long time. Did you look at today's mail?
No.
Well, look at it. 2 outfits taking us to court. You and your being respectable. I'll get it. Hello? Well, look who's in town.
Who is it?
How have you been?
Who is it?
Just a minute. It's Tony. Tony's back in town.
I didn't see Tony for about a month after he hit town. In the meantime, things are getting pretty rough between Edie and me. The loan company had slapped an $8 a week garnishee on my wages. I had to tell Edie about it. She hit the ceiling. She talked about leaving me. I was afraid she would if something didn't happen real quick. About some money, I mean. I thought about getting in touch with Tony. He saved me the trouble. One morning I came out for my coffee break. He was waiting for me.
Pete, I want to talk to you.
About what?
I need some money.
Yeah, I need some worse than you do.
I know. Edie's been telling me how it is.
You talk to her more than I do, Tony.
Just on the telephone. I need a stake so I can get out of town. I'm hotter than a firecracker here.
I got no money, you know that.
Maybe I can help you get some money, Pete. Between the both of us.
Yeah, I've even been thinking of that. I just don't have the nerve.
You'd be surprised how much nerve you got when you need it.
Not me.
I figured out 4 or 5 soft touches over in Oakland.
What would I have to do?
Hot cars are dynamite in this town.
I don't get you.
You could get a car off the garage lot. One that's parked here overnight. No stolen car report. Get it?
That all I have to do, get you a car?
No. I want you to drive it for me.
I'm afraid.
2 hours work? $1,000 apiece, maybe.
No, I can't do it.
Tonight's a perfect night.
Why tonight?
Paper says rain. What do you say?
I don't know.
I'll be in front of the St. Francis Hotel, 8 o'clock. Get a car, pick me up.
I'll think about it.
I'll be waiting for you. 8 o'clock.
I remember I was in a daze the rest of that day. All I could think of was bringing Edie home $1,000. Even then, I mightn't have done it if it wasn't so easy to take a car off the lot. Before I really knew what I was doing, I'd picked Tony up and we'd driven across the bridge to Oakland. It was raining hard.
Turn off here. Here. This is for you. What's the matter? You never seen a gun before?
Look.
You scared?
Plenty.
Guys like you get trigger happy. Watch it. Stop here. In front of that restaurant. Now, this guy's a pushover. Just walk into the restaurant like I told you.
Me?
I knocked him over once. He'd recognize me.
Oh, I can't do that.
I thought you needed some money pretty bad.
I do.
Go in and take this guy or it's all off. Then drive back to Frisco, Pete.
No, I'll go.
Yes, sir?
All right. Give me a pack of cigarettes.
What brand?
Any brand.
Yeah.
Miserable night. Don't even know why I'm staying open.
Here. Buck's all I got.
All right. 50, 60, 65. What? Yeah. Something wrong with you, son?
I'm all right.
Here's your change. Maybe a cup of coffee on the house. You look sick.
I don't want any coffee.
Oh, but son...
I don't want any coffee, do you hear me?
All right, son. Nothing to get mad about.
I'm sorry.
Well, anything else?
No, that's all, thanks.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Why'd it take you so long, Pete?
It's like my feet were glued to the floor. I couldn't move.
How much you get?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
I couldn't do it. My hand, my gun in the pocket, it was shaking so bad I could have pulled the trigger without knowing it. I didn't want to kill him.
You're about as yellow as they come, Pete.
Well, I'm no good at this.
Next spot, we'll go in together. I'll show you how it's done. I'm not quitting now.
We drove to a gas station on San Pablo Avenue. We pulled up to a pump, and Tony told the man to fill it up. Then he got out of the car and shoved his gun in the man's back and steered him into the office. A couple of minutes later, he ran out. We pulled away in a hurry. He'd taken $142. He gave me half of it.
How do you feel now, Pete?
Those so fast, I couldn't believe it. What did he say when you took him into the office?
Careful, mister. Don't hurt me. I'll give you the money, all I got. That's what he said.
No, fool.
What time is it?
Oh, 10.
We better get moving. I got a big date at 1 o'clock. With a friend of yours.
Friend of mine.
I was only kidding. Okay, Pete, pull into this next station. Back to work.
This time, Tony sat in the car and I did the job. I was scared, but the guy was even more scared than I was. He forked over $78 before I even had a chance to ask for it. From there, we knocked over a liquor store on Foothill. Tony was really wound up now. We pulled another job on an all-night garage. And we stopped and got something to eat.
One more and we're through. This is the big one.
It's past 12. Edie will be wondering.
You getting butterflies again?
I had enough, Tony.
I thought I had you cured.
No use pushing the luck too much. Look, I got $365 now. This will help us out a lot.
Oh, come on. Little Edie needs a bigger bankroll than that.
I was scared all over again, but Tony, he laughed it off. We stopped the car across the street from a liquor store. This was a big one on a busy street. Peralta Street, I think.
We work this together.
I don't like the looks of this one.
You hold him, I'll go in the back of the store. Make sure no one's there. Sometimes they plant a guy in the back of the store with a gun.
Let's quit now, Tony.
Come on.
What'll it be, fellas?
Bottle of Green Bay Scotch. You get it, Pete.
Just a minute, mister. Where do you think you're going?
You tell him, Pete.
We want all the money you got.
Quit your fooling, kid.
This gun look like I'm fooling?
I think you're more scared of it than I am.
Okay, back there.
Turn him around, Tony, in his back pocket.
Now, wait a minute.
You're right, kid. A nice little 32 for my collection.
Make it quick, Tony. There's a lot of traffic out there.
Cover me at the door. I'll look after this joker.
Tony, cruiser car just passed. I think they looked in here.
Hurry up with that money, mister. Quit stalling.
Hurry up,
Let's
huh?
have it. All of it. Let's go.
They saw us. I'm telling you, they saw us.
Open her up. We could outrun them. Faster.
There's another one coming toward us.
They're blocking us off. Turn down the next street.
I can't. I'm going too fast.
Turn, I said. Turn.
I don't know how we got out of the wreck alive, but we did. I heard the cops running toward us. Tony, he got like some wild animal. He started shooting at him. I just ran. I got to Maritime Street, and a guy in a half-ton pickup stopped and asked me if I wanted a lift. He was going over the bridge to Frisco. I got off at Market Street and took a cab home. I knew the cops would get me. They'd check on the car and they'd know, but I figured sure I'd have enough time to get home and give Edie the money. I was shaking so bad I could hardly climb the stairs to my apartment.
Put Up your hands.
All right.
Keep them up. Police officers. Turn around. Where's the gun?
Where's my wife? Edie?
Tossed it away. Yeah, we'll find it. Quite a bankroll.
It's my wife's. Give it to me.
You can put your hands down now.
Thought I'd have enough time to see Edie.
You might have at that if your partner hadn't told us where you lived.
My partner.
Sure. I guess he didn't want you getting away with anything as long as he couldn't. Some guys are like that.
You mean he squealed?
You can call it that. He told us about you just before he died.
Dead?
Let's go.
Where's Edie? I gotta see her.
She's not here. She left a note for you.
Oh, let me see it, please.
I better read it to you. Sure writes funny. Pete, it says, I'm checking out. We're wrong for each other. Maybe if the baby'd lived, but he didn't. You'll find out about it sooner or later, so I'll tell you myself. I'm going away with Tony.
Tony? With Tony.
What's so hilarious?
Now you get it? Tony Adams, my partner. The guy who got killed.
You have just heard an actual confession. This case history of the man referred to as Peter W. Greer is a matter of documented record. To protect the legal rights of this man, names and places were changed or deleted. Technical advice for confession comes from the Office of the Director of Corrections, Department of Corrections, State of California. In a moment, you will again hear Peter W. Greer.
Subject found guilty. Armed robbery, 5 counts. Sentence, 5 to life, CC. Committed to the custody of the Director of Corrections to be dealt with according to law. And assigned, California State Prison, Soledad. Psychiatrist's report. Emotionally immature. Passive dependent personality. Recommendation, occupational and group therapy. Sociologist's report. Subject cooperative. Responding well to institutional treatment. Work assigned. Motor vehicle maintenance. Highly satisfactory. Possibility for success on parole? Good. Now again, Peter W. Greer.
Well, that's the way it was, as near as I can remember. At first, I used to blame Edie for the whole thing, but I've learned different. There's a doctor here that does nothing but go around talking to the men. He's helped me understand a lot of things about myself that I never knew before. About how I wanted a family and a home without really knowing what they meant. He says I've done more growing up in here than I did the rest of my life put together. Somehow, I think he's right.
This has been Confession, transcribed statements of actual crimes. These true tragedies are brought to you each week as an NBC Radio Network production in an effort to stem the nation's forward march of crime. Credit for this broadcast goes to our cast: Paul Frees, Eddie Firestone, Gloria Grant, John Crawford, Jack Moyles. Script, Lou Rusoff. Music, Michael Samoki. Script supervision, Warren Lewis. Direction, Homer Canfield. Confession, a Canfield-Lewis creation, came to you from California. John Wall speaking. Transcribed. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.